the unmistakable sound of insects hard at work.
I did just see some orange pollen going in. They're keeping within the season. It's Halloween coming up.
But it's not for decoration.
That's their protein source. That's great. There's a ton of it.
Good news for Muffy Roy.
I am a backyard beekeeper.
Or maybe a front yard European honeybee wrangler
They're amazing.
who's been keeping bees for 6 years at her place on Bend's west side.
They have their world orchestrated so well. All the bees have their jobs.
From guarding the hive against predators like wasps to collecting pollen.
At 3 weeks of a 6-week life in the summer, they start foraging, and that means going out into the neighborhood looking for food.
These little fuzzy pollinators can travel up to 2 or 3 miles.
It is far. I'm going to smoke the hive so that they are going to be nice to us when we open it up. So here we go.
A puff of smoke, and Muffy pops the lid so we can see nature in action.
We'll also smoke it from above. This hive, it's full. Lots of bees in this hive.
What's a lot of bees?
That's a lot of bees. They have their brood down in the bottom box, which is textbook. And that's not because I'm textbook, it's because they're textbook.
Future bees in their egg, larva, and pupa state in the bottom box.
Carefully.
And 8 frames of food in the upper box.
This is all capped honey. It could be a mixture of flowers. It could be partially this sugar water. It's totally fun. The world of bees is a phenomenal thing. A colony of bees chooses their place to shop, and they don't all shop at the same place.
Evidenced by the color of their honey. From 2 of her 4 hives, each managed the same way in the same yard.
So it's fascinating to me that not only the color is quite different, the flavors are very different.
And speaking of flavor,
some honey sweetness.
The fruits of her bees' labor ended up in a hazy IPA brewed at the Crux Fermentation Project.
I had no idea it would.
Yeah, we did apricot and peach puree along with all the rest of that honey that you gave us.
The small batch brewed for the International Snow Science Workshop held a couple of weeks ago. Her daughter Zoe was co-chair of the conference. Back in her front yard.
This is a great hive. The bees are big. I am treating them for the varroa mite, which is the biggest problem in Central Oregon.
The parasites will kill off a hive if left untreated.
If the bees have a good population, they're healthy, and they've got lots of food, they will survive the winter well.
One to help the bees, but not ready to don a suit.
It is equally as good, and some people say better, to have a pollinator garden.
And set out some water.
This works well. They have a bunch of things to perch on.
With some rocks or sticks stacked above the water line.
They are not swimmers. They can drown very easily. This is an insulation box.
Rigged with an old comforter to keep heat in and moisture at bay.
And here's my outer cover.
Setting up her hive for success over the winter.
And we're finished. They were well behaved. It makes beekeeping really easy.
Very good bees indeed. Pollinating our world and flavoring some beer along the way. In Bend, Steve Kaufman, Central Oregon Daily News.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos from Central Oregon Daily News. And for more news from the high desert, just visit centraloregondaily.com.